You figure it out.
No, hang on. I'm trying to figure it out.
You can
Mute,
click it.
mute
You can just.
soundboard, disable video, focus on this person, apps, ignore,
Oh, it's like at the
server
very
mute,
bottom.
server deafen. Oh, there it is. Haha! Perfect. Okay. I learned something new today.
Yeah, it's not obvious that's there. It's just I found that out during when we did a lot of video chats in the pandemic times. So
Right. Yeah, that makes sense. What did I do during the pandemic?
I mean, I still
Mostly
worked,
work.
but all my other a lot of other people were working from home, so they wanted like something to do, and like we haven't left the house. I'm like, all right, well, I have, but
Yeah. I remember, so
essential
I remember
worker.
I was working in this cemetery and there was another guy that was working there also from the same company. Like we both had services right around the same time. And we both got finished setting up and um I was like, I'm gonna get out of here for right now. I'm gonna go get some lunch. And he's like, where are you gonna go get lunch at? Like everywhere's closed.
Yeah,
I was like, my house, because it's 15 minutes away, just like a restaurant would be. So I'm gonna go to my house, I'm gonna heat up leftovers, and then I'm gonna come back.
there you go. Why not?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, there were some days I would drive like 20 to 30 minutes to go back to my house and then just sit there for 4 or 5 hours during the day and then go back to the cemetery because like the service wouldn't be showing up until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. I got finished setting everything up at 9 a.m.
yeah. You're not
I don't
gonna
want to
just
just
sit on
sit
site
there.
for 4 hours or whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So fuck it. I would just leave.
yeah. I don't blame me on that one.
Yeah, but I was talking with one of the guys that still works there just the other day, and apparently they have GPSs in all the trucks now. They have cameras in all the trucks now, so I wouldn't be able to do that anymore. Thankfully, I'm never going back to that job.
Yeah, it didn't sound like fun.
No, no. Before before it was taken over by an investment firm, it wasn't bad because like just the whole culture changes when corporate greed gets taken over.
Right.
You know,
Yeah.
sucks.
Yeah, that's pretty much where my company's at. That's why there's a union effort to make it better. Hopefully.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll
Yeah,
see.
hopefully. But
Yeah.
should we start talking about some movies?
Oh yeah.
Probably.
Are we podcasting right now? I think we might be.
I guess
know.
we're podcasting. Yeah.
Okay. Hey, welcome to the Monthly Mishap, our movie entertainment show where we recommend things to each other and talk about whatever bullshit we're watching. I'm Josh. That's Chris.
Yeah. Hi.
There you go. I did an intro. Was that the first time we've done a real intro?
I don't think it was the first time. Like we've done an intro before,
Yeah.
but we usually just like talk about stuff, and then we start talking about what we've been watching, and just we don't need to introduce the show or anything like that. Like I don't.
Yeah.
It's. I think this show is a little bit more casual than both of our other shows. Where like it's not quite as necessary for us to really introduce the concept and ourselves. I think as much.
Yeah, we're just chilling. That's the point. We're just
Yeah.
relaxing. Yeah.
Little bit chiller, a little bit more casual. Not that like either of our other shows are uncasual, you know.
Yeah. But they have a format. More of a format, I guess. Right?
Yeah, definitely more of a format. This is a little bit more free flowing.
Yeah.
Josh, why don't you start talking about
Some movies.
one of these things? You have so many movies on here.
I know.
On
Oh,
this
the
list.
movies will go fast. I do want to hit on the TV shows a little bit first, but I could do a couple of the shows if you want, and then hit it over to you, or something like that. Whatever.
Talk about something like they don't
Yeah.
even we don't even need to like separate this into movies and TV
Okay.
necessarily. Like we can skip all over the fucking place for all I care. Does not matter.
Okay. You've been hearing people talk about Pluribus, right? Have you tried it out or watched it yet? The new
I have
Ben
not.
Skelligan.
No.
Yeah. How much do you want to know about it? Well, before we do you,
I've already read spoiler chats in our Discord,
okay,
and
you're like,
so
okay,
I don't
you get
I
the
don't care.
concept. So the main concept is the entirety of the human race is like a human hive mind, except for this one character and like 12 other people in the world for some
Mhm.
reason, and they can't hurt people, or they have to like please their the people that aren't converted, and they're trying to woo them so that when they find whatever differences they have, they can incorporate them into the hive mind. And it's just basically like what happens if the entirety of the human race can basically see everything all at the same time. And it's it's all about like indoctrination and like trying to like please some. We don't know much information yet. It seems like it's going to be like an alien entity of some type that's controlling them or
Mhm.
something like that. So yeah, pretty cool show. I really enjoyed the acting from Rhea Seehorn. She was really good in Better Call Saul also, but she's really great in this too. She's just a really good actor in general, so showcases her stuff quite a bit. So yeah, solid little show.
Awesome.
I think you would enjoy it probably if you are in the mood for something like that. And then I watched. I'm just doing the two bigger ones, I guess. Stranger Things 5 started, and I watched it.
Yeah, so this is one that I actually legitimately don't want you to spoil for
Okay,
me,
I
just
won't spoil
because
anything. Yeah,
um me and my girlfriend were planning on watching Stranger Things 5,
yeah,
and then just we got caught up doing other stuff, and then she works over the weekends. So we can't really sit down and watch it this weekend because by the time she gets home from work, she works like 12-hour shifts, but only works 3 days a week.
right,
So
right.
she's not going to be in the mood for it when she gets home today or tomorrow because we record on Saturday. Um, so yeah, probably next week I'll start watching the new Stranger Things,
Okay.
and
I'll just say I
yeah,
like it,
well,
and I like the direction it's going. I won't spoil nothing for you, so you can be fresh
okay.
on that one. It's a decade long show. I'm sure you don't want to get spoiled that far into it. So yeah.
Hmm.
Anyway, what's some things you've been watching? I know you said you're watching lots of anime lately.
Yeah, so let me start with a couple things that I only just recently started and have not gotten very far into yet. First one is High School of the Dead. Um, this show is from 2010, and it's kind of famous as being like, well, for one, it's one of the few anime that's like actually horror.
Mm-hmm.
It's about like a zombie apocalypse, and there's just not that much horror anime, just kind of in general. Um, I don't know, I don't really know why. Uh, or at least not that I've seen.
Right.
But yeah, I'm like 2 episodes in. So far it's pretty good. Zombies take over and some kids are trying to survive, and there's like it's a little perverted. There's a lot of like upskirt shots and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I don't fucking care. It doesn't bother me. I know it would bother some people, or it might bother some people. Like that's kind of the only reason I even mention it. But yeah, so far it's pretty good. Um, it's just kids learning how to survive by killing zombies.
That's cool.
And zombies are fast. Also, they're not like slow lumbering zombies. So that's
They're like
always fun.
World War Z zombies, more like they just sprint at you full force or something. Yeah.
Maybe not quite that fast,
Okay.
but not like George Romero Night of the Living Dead zombies or like
Mm-hmm.
Fulci's zombie movie for the movie called Zombie Zombi from like 77 or whatever that movie was, 73 maybe. So like not like those slow just
Right.
literal corpses walking at people.
Yeah.
Like kind of an in between.
That's cool.
Um yeah, I'll talk more about it next time, I'm sure. Once I watch some more of it. And then the other one that I started watching, I'm a sucker for sports shonen anime. And one that I've been meaning to get to for a while is called Eyeshield 21, and this is about American football, which is a sport that I legitimately don't like. I think it's a very boring sport. But the anime is really good so far. This is an old one also. It's from like the early 90s. And it's about this kid who was like bullied for almost all of his life, so he's just really fast at running.
Mm-hmm.
So his high I think it's high school. It's either late middle school or early high school. I think it's high school. But so his high school football team is run by just like this one crazy guy who's kind of an asshole, and this other big fat dude who is a lineman who just really likes football. And so he gets caught up with them and they find out that he can run fast, so they end up like recruiting him but don't want anybody to know that he's actually their like star football player, cuz they just like they'll hand him off the ball and he can run the like he can run like 50 meters in 4 seconds or something like that. Like he's incredibly fast, like the fastest person in the world. So, and it
Nice.
gets more ridiculous than that as it goes on. Like it basically becomes Dragon Ball Z fights over football.
That's
It's
cool.
very stupid, but it's very fun.
It sounds like a fun
Uh,
time though. It's like one of those ones you just like watch just for the kick, just for the
yeah,
animation and like the humor. Is it at least funny? It seems like it'll have some funniness to it. Maybe not.
yeah. It's definitely a little funny. And it's very typical sports shonen stuff. You know,
Right.
they go about they're recruiting new kids, and everybody has like a very special talent that is their one thing.
Hmm.
And yeah, just it's a good time. If you like shonen storytelling, there's nothing here that's like, going to offend you. Like it's just going to be fun.
There you go. All right. I'll talk about my last two TV shows. I know you said you can do it in any order, but this just makes sense to me. So I watched the new season of Ink Master. I'm sure people know what this show is already. It's just a tattoo
Mhm.
competition show. I just want to shout it out because it's legitimately my favorite like reality show ever made because it's like respectful. I mean, sometimes it's very corny. I'll say that, but it's pretty respectful to the artistry and the people there in most respects. So I don't know. It's just fun to watch it. It's kind of like one of those ones you throw on and do other things, but still fun. And I
Right.
like seeing the art and the crazy competition that they put on. Have you ever watched that show? It's like
I have
20 years
not.
old
I'm
now. It feels like I don't even
not a
know.
big fan of reality TV. Like there was
Yeah,
definitely that period of time when I was younger, you know, 10, 12, something like that, when American Idol was first getting started and we would watch that, and Survivor was just getting started and we would watch that. But they were like the thing to watch on TV before
right.
reality TV really started taking over. Once it started becoming like what it was in the mid 2000s, I was basically out of it at that point. And like, I don't care about
Yeah.
any of this anymore, you know?
Yeah, there's only a few I watch. This one I watch. It's just fun because basically the premise is they get like 12 tattoo artists and then they do like, okay, usually it's a 6 hour tattoo. You got to do this crazy design or like on a
Mhm.
crazy area of the body or cover ups or, like got to be adaptable and whoever's the best and they vote on like critique the work and then, the last person there gets like $50,000 or whatever, how it is.
Right.
So,
Yep.
yeah, pretty fun show. It's one I've just been watching for years, so thought I'd bring it up. And then I started the It prequel series, Welcome to Derry. I
Okay.
from the new It with Skarsgård and everything.
Okay. Yeah.
How do you feel about those movies? First off, did you like those?
I saw the first one. I never saw the second one.
Yeah,
I thought it was fine. Like
yeah,
it was
that's
it again.
mm-hmm.
I had a hard time. Like I really like fucking. I like that old made for TV movie with
Tim Curry.
uh Tim Curry. Thank you. I was blanking on the name there for a second as I'm trying
You're
to
good.
button my sleeve. You know, the extra
Oh
button. It
yeah,
was
and you're just
somehow
like
came open.
messing with it,
I'm
and you're
yeah, I'm
trying to get it
fiddling
just
with it.
right. Yeah, yep.
um, but yeah, I like that old series, and I've read the book. The book is also like it's like the one of Stephen King's most okay stories. Like
Yeah,
it's not my favorite, but it's also not his worst. So
yeah, and so this show's okay. I'd say it's like B movie horror stuff. It's what you would expect it to be, and it's
mhm,
TV budget, so everything kind of looks a little shiny and glossy because it's cheap CG, stuff like that.
mhm,
But it's still a fun show. It's a good time to watch it. It's set back in the 50s, so there's a period piece element. It's like the one before the 27 years before the first It. You know what I mean?
right.
Tells that story. I think it's pretty good. It does what it does well, and it also they flash back to its origin story, and I just wanted to mention this, and I was like, this is so ridiculous. Did they write this from the show? And no, it's from the book. He comes from a meteor. I didn't know that was like an actual thing in the book. And I was like, this is so corny. Did they just come up with this? Like, no, this was actually in the book. So I was like, okay, well, the way they played it out in the show was very cheesy. It looked like Psycho Gorman. Like, it looked like plasticky. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it looked really corny. But I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to go for that sometimes in this show. Maybe they are, just because it's set in the 50s or whatever. Or, it's like, oh, we can make it look a little cheap just because, it's kind of that vibe, maybe. But the show itself is pretty fun. It's not bad. Like, it's solid. I wouldn't give it like any high ratings or anything. But if you like the series, it's fun to watch. So,
okay.
Yeah.
Sweet. I started watching Cheers.
Cheers.
This is the show sitcom from the 80s.
Yeah, this is the show that would be like on TV when I was a kid, and I would just get like change the channel instantly because it looks so boring to me. I never really watched it when I got older though either. I've seen like a couple episodes here and there, but yeah, never sat down and watched it.
So I needed something to watch that I could like half pay attention to, because I got a Switch recently.
Yeah.
Which I've talked about on my other podcast, and I just needed something where like I could sit on my couch and play the Switch and have something on the TV at the same time.
That you just like look up at once in a while, like just to see their expression or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Cheers is a perfect show for that because every episode is basically a bottle episode. They all take place in the same bar, and there's essentially 3 sets. There's the main bar, and then there's a back room and an office. And there will be, in some episodes, they'll go onto a different set and whatnot. But for the most part, it's set just in this one bar. And this was a show that I watched a lot when I was a kid. And it's on Hulu, the whole thing. I've never actually sat down and watched it. And it's surprisingly good. Like, I think it holds up pretty well. There's some episodes that touch on like social issue topics from that period of time, which I found like compelling and actually interesting. And
that's cool.
It's good. It's fun to see a show that actually is trying to say something with some of its episodes, especially a sitcom,
Yeah.
But I think
like,
also
when sitcoms were relatively new, a new concept. Well, 20 years.
Well,
30
no.
years. Yeah. No.
Not even. I mean, fucking. Leave It to Beaver was in the 60s.
That's true.
And I Love Lucy was the 50s. So
30 years in.
Maybe even older than that.
Yeah.
Sitcoms have been around longer than that. I mean, like those are the ones that I am aware of, but I mean Gilligan's Island was like the late 60s.
Right.
And I don't normally go back that far. Like I watched TV Land a bit when I was a kid. And so I have seen some of that older stuff.
Right.
But yeah, no, I mean I don't really have much to say about it. Like what can you say about a sitcom from the 80s, right?
Yeah.
Other than it still holds up pretty well, and it's fun to watch. Like it's still compelling TV. Like it was popular for a reason, and it stuck around for 9 seasons for a reason. And
there's like
it's those kind of
right? Like isn't like
Frasier was a spin-off of it.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I thought. I was like, so there's spin-offs of it, and then like it's obviously popular, and was part of the culture back then too, for sure.
Yeah. And I'm not since I started back at the beginning, Frasier, that character is not even at the bar yet. Kirstie Alley's character, who I don't remember her name, but she's really famous for being in that show. Her character hasn't shown up at the bar yet. And then Woody Allen, which I think that was his first show. He hasn't come to the bar yet. So like
Woody Allen or Woody Harrelson?
Woody Harrelson, sorry.
Okay. I was like, wait.
The other Woody. Yeah, sorry, my bad. Wrong Woody.
Good. Yeah, you're good.
No, Woody from Toy Story.
Okay.
Yeah, just a CGI doll walking around in a bar.
I'd watch it.
I would too. Actually, that'd be pretty fun. To see Woody getting drunk, hanging out with Buzz,
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head. But one of the guys from Cheers, David
Hmm.
Ratzenberger, something like that. He's the guy who plays the voice of the pig
Yeah, he's in like
from Toy
almost
Story. Anyway,
when he was around, he passed away not too long ago, but he used
yeah,
to
he
be
passed away a
all
little bit.
like he'd always have a voice in every Pixar movie. Like if you
Hmm.
watch any of them, he's like the random B character in the story that just shows up and that's his voice like all the time. Like he's like the Mack truck
Yeah.
in Cars. He's like the flea
Yep.
in Bug's Life, just a bunch of stuff like that. So, yeah.
Oh man, I haven't watched A Bug's Life in so long. I remember like A Bug's Life and Ants came out like right at the same time.
Yeah.
And yeah, I haven't watched either of those probably since they came out. I might do that. I might watch both of them.
Bug's Life and then watch Ants or vice versa, see which one holds up the
Yeah.
best. Yeah. Bug's Life's pretty cool. It's like against like oppressive regimes, which would be pretty apt right now. Like
Yeah.
yeah, all the people, the
Um,
small people, getting overpowering the one powerful people.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the French Revolution.
Basically, yeah,
Let them eat cake.
yep, basically.
But yeah, Cheers holds up. It's pretty good. I'm gonna continue just watching it as something on in the background. Um,
Nice.
yeah, it's a good time.
All right. I have a few movies that I could just touch on real quick, like just so we can. The list isn't too crazy.
Yeah, keep it going. Keep it going
Okay.
because you've got a lot more movies than I have to talk about.
Yeah, and I think a couple of these are like, oh, I watched this, so let's put it down. So I watched the new I Know What You Did Last Summer. I thought that was pretty good. Pretty predictable. But they did the thing where they brought back the old characters from the first movie to kind of have like a reunion movie, which was pretty cool. See Sarah Michelle Gellar in there and Freddie Prinze.
Mhm.
Um, it was solid. I would say like just an average horror movie. Just we watch it during the end of October. I think we might have watched that on Halloween. But anyway,
So it's another one in that series of movies. That's
yeah,
what you're telling me.
yeah. I think
Perfect.
all of those are pretty much like that, right? They're just like, oh, they're
Yeah.
fine, right? Like from what I
Yeah, it's
remember.
another one.
Yeah,
Cool. Are there at least some good deaths?
there's some fun kills in it for sure. So
Perfect. That's
yeah,
all I need.
yeah, and some twists and turns with the returning recurring characters, and I feel like they're trying to build up to like another sequel movie with them in it again. Which sure, why not? It
Go
was
ahead,
fine.
make
It was
another.
it was a decent time. I would watch another one. So and then
They
we
probably made
watched
it for 10 million and they made 20 million on it. So who
yeah
cares? Make another.
yeah
Keep it pump. Keep it going.
yeah it didn't look very expensive. I'll say that much. Anyway, we watched The Materialist. This was fine. It's just a rom com with a few popular people in it. It was okay. It has Pedro Pascal in it. It was fine. He's always good, but yeah, you
Yeah.
could probably if you don't want a rom com, you could skip it. It's just fine. It's just fine. And then we watched The Life of Chuck, which I thought was pretty good based off the Stephen King short story. It's a pretty well done movie. I would say that it wasn't like so like it didn't blow my skirt up too much. Where I thought I was gonna be like an emotional wreck at the end of it. You know what I mean? I thought I was gonna be like crying, like oh, this is so beautiful. But no, I was just like, yeah, that was good. It made me feel good for an hour and a half or whatever it was.
Right.
It's solid. And then we're trying to get into the holidays, so we watched The Grinch with Jim Carrey, which that's a
Oh,
classic.
the live action one?
The live action one, yeah.
Yeah, it's a good movie.
It's been a couple of years, maybe 3 or 4 years since I watched it. And I forget every time I watch it. I always forget how much extra shit's in there. Just a bunch of random scenes that don't need to exist, but you could tell they were just going all out for this movie. It's just a good time.
Yeah. Jim Carrey, you can tell he's having a good time just being that character in the suit.
Yeah,
And they did a really good job with the prosthetics of being able to allow Jim Carrey to be as like emotive as
Yeah.
he is.
Mm-hmm.
while still having the rubber on his face. Like they did a really, really good job with that makeup effect.
Yeah, he's just him just unhinged laughing in someone's face for like 30 seconds just because he can. It's great. It's like one of those movies you watch. It's nostalgic. I don't know if it's like a 10 out of 10 movie, but it's still like it's just fun to watch. To get into that vibe.
Yeah.
I think we watched that like just a couple days ago, but yeah, it's really good. And then one other one that I can go quick on is Freakier Friday, which is the sequel to Freaky Friday, and they bring back Lindsay Lohan and Jamie Lee, and but the thing about this one is, Lindsay Lohan starts dating a guy who has a daughter, and then she has a daughter, so the daughters switch with the mom and grandma this time, so it's like two swaps instead of just the one. It's the same story, but trying to be a little bit more modern. You learn from each other, and the whole like thing that they're trying to the young girls are trying to get through is the dad's from London, so they might move to London. That's like the highest stakes this movie is. It's very just Disney movie, very corny, a little cheesy, but it's just lighthearted and fun to watch. Nothing crazy there, but it was a good watch for sure. Okay. It's always fun to see Jamie Lee Curtis just be in a random role where you could tell she's just having a good time, like she's just there. She's just not there for a paycheck. She's just there to have a vibe, I can really tell that in this one. So it's pretty good.
Yep. I'll touch on a couple of movies that I don't need to talk about very much. First one, I rewatched Scooby-Doo, the
James Gunn one,
the live action one from 2002.
Yep.
It's stupid, corny fun. Like
it's good. I love that movie.
Yeah. Like it's not great, but it's also like not bad.
Well, the answer is Scooby-Doo ever great? Like even the cartoon, it's just fun. It's usually about the same quality as the movie is, in my opinion.
Yeah,
the
that
writing.
is very true. I'm a really big fan of that original.
I love it too.
Of episodes. Like I love classic Scooby-Doo. Maybe even the first couple like seasons of it. I really do like it quite a bit. And like they did a really good job with the casting. Like everybody looks and acts like their characters, and yeah, it's a fun time. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, so much so that Matthew Lillard went and voices Shaggy even now. That's like how good he was at the role. So I always thought that was a cool fun fact from that.
Yeah, and he seems to really love that role. Like you can find videos of him at like conventions talking to little kids like he's Shaggy. And yeah, he seems to really, really love that role, which is great. Like he seems like such a nice guy.
He does.
Man, all right. I gotta touch on Matthew Lillard really quick because like the two movies that I originally saw him in were 13 Ghosts, where he plays like the psychic guy, and he's just kind of crazy. And that one's really fun. But then he's also in this comedy that I feel like is completely forgotten about called Without a Paddle.
I see that. I used to have the VHS of that or DVD or something. I used to have a physical version of that movie.
Yeah. That one's really, really fun too. I like that movie quite a bit. And I feel like it's just one that nobody ever talks about anymore.
It's just a buddy comedy, like nothing more
totally.
to it really. Isn't it they get lost in the woods and they're just trying to figure their way back. This is like before cell phones, or
before cell phones. They're lost in the woods. They're trying to find DB Cooper's treasure.
Oh, that's what it is. Yeah, it's been since I was a kid since I watched it, but yeah, I remember I need to revisit that one. It seems like a good like hour and 20-minute comedy, right? It's like nice and short, in and out, a few good jokes, and then you feel good about yourself. Yeah.
Yep. If you want another really good one of those, also partially connected because they both star Dax Shepard, is Let's Go to Prison.
Oh, I haven't seen that one.
Oh, dude, that one's great. It's him and oh god, what's the other guy's name? The guy who voices BoJack Horseman.
Oh, Will Arnett, right?
Will Arnett. So it's Dax Shepard and Will Arnett, and they go to prison.
It's
and
a
then
good
like
pairing.
There's a bunch of other character actors in that movie that you'll just recognize from other things. That one's really funny.
I don't even know if I've even heard of that. I bet I would see the logo and be like, oh yeah, that's
look that up real quick.
Go to Prison.
I would have assumed that you would have seen that.
Oh, I've seen this. Definitely seen this cover for sure. This
Hmm.
cheesy looking cover.
Yeah,
Okay.
surprisingly fun movie.
It's one of those ones where it's like you see this like in a Netflix lineup all the time. You know what I mean? Like a streaming service. Yeah.
Yeah, it was one of those that was just constantly on the shelf at Blockbuster,
Yeah.
and eventually at some point you just pick it up because there's nothing else that looks interesting, and
Yeah. And you
it's a good
try it
time.
out and you're like, wow, that was actually pretty fun. Yeah.
Right. Um, I didn't watch any of those movies though, even though they're all great. I did watch a movie on Hulu that's not great called Osiris. This just came out. It was like advertised on the front page, and it like sci-fi horror movie. And I'm like, okay, cool. I'll watch the new sci-fi horror movie. Um, do you want to watch a movie with about a bunch of tough guys with guns shooting at aliens that are just big brutes? Because that's basically all this movie is.
Yeah.
It's like the most okay sci-fi action movie you'll ever see.
You probably
I
could
thought,
find like 20 better ones easily, right? Like it's like,
yes.
oh, that was fine. Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
um, yeah, it's so forgettable that like 3 days later I was writing notes for like what I had watched, and I was like, what was the name of that sci-fi movie that I watched? As I'm writing a list in my phone of stuff that I've watched over the past week. And
And you're
I
like,
had to look it up.
yeah, I had to type it in just to remember it. Yeah. You know it's
Yep.
good then.
Yeah. It's I you can watch it, I guess. uh yeah, everything else that's on my list I actually have like legitimate things to say about.
Mhm.
So why don't I go back to some more anime for
Okay.
just a second?
Sounds
We
good.
need to talk about an anime that nobody cares about probably except for me called Hikaru no Go. Um this is from 2001. This was Shonen Jump. This is about a kid learning to play the game Go.
Okay.
Have you ever played Go?
I haven't played Go, but we just watched. I guess I didn't put that on my list, but we just watched Knives Out again, and
Okay.
that's a plot point in there that they're playing Go, and I was like, oh yeah, that game, but I've never played it. I've seen people play it, but I've never played it myself.
Okay, so I have played it. It's an incredibly difficult game, and I am very, very bad at it. So this show is it's sports shonen is essentially its plot setup. So but there's a twist. So the whole thing is that this kid gets possessed by the ghost of like this ancient Go player who was like a teacher for some royal people. Like he wasn't the teacher for the shogun, but like somebody important back in like dynastic Japan. And he ended up getting framed for cheating and killing himself, and now he possesses this old Go board,
Hmm.
and only somebody with like the spirit potential is able to see him, and this kid Hikaru ends up seeing him, and then uh starts learning how to play Go. The thing is though is that the spirit the that's possessing him is his character's name is Sai.
Yeah.
He starts playing Go. Hikaru starts playing Go by just having Sai tell him how to play and where to play. Which means that like he's a sixth grader, like a 10-year-old kid who's playing at the level of like a grandmaster, like one of the best Go players in the world. But
That's
then he
awesome.
starts trying to like learn by himself, and he's like, "You can't play these games for me anymore because I'm trying to actually learn how to play this game." And so that ends up being like this big source of tension because Sai wants to play, but he can't play because he's a ghost. So he can't physically play anybody unless Hikaru lets him play.
Oh,
Um,
so it's like a kind of like a conflict there,
mhm.
in his own mind with this thing possessing him. That's pretty cool.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then that ends up leading to various different conflicts where like um he starts letting Sai play games of Go online because this is early internet days, so it was like just getting started where you could play games like this online against other people. And
Hmm.
he's really good because he's a really good Go player, but then it starts to get found out that like maybe it's Hikaru that's playing these games under the name Sai online. And Hikaru doesn't want anybody to know that like he's essentially cheating to win these games. So that becomes like this whole source of tension. This is really good. I really enjoyed it. It's not like a favorite, like I wouldn't get a figure from it or anything like that, but yeah, it's fun. I had a really good time with it. It's 75 episodes and I've watched it all in between us recording last time and this time. So,
Yeah. I mean, that shows that it was good enough to like just binge it for sure.
yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, really good. Oh, speaking of figures, my Food Wars figures finally came in.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, so with the tariffs and all of that, um Bai, who's like a middleman service between Japanese retailers and American consumers,
Okay.
like had stopped shipments for a little while, and then they finally fucking started shipping again. So I haven't put these on the shelf yet because I didn't want to have to dig them out of the case. But I got it's gonna be blown out because of
Start
the
guy.
light. There's our guy Soma, and then I got Erina, and that's it. I just got these two.
Oh yeah, I didn't
And
mention
these are
I did finish season 2.
Oh, you did?
At some point, yeah. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. So,
It's
yeah.
really fun, wasn't it?
Yeah,
That battle,
that
it got
whole
crazy.
it does. It's really cool. So yeah, I'm glad you showed me that show. I definitely should watch that. You said the 4th season's not good, right? On that one.
No, the fifth season is where it starts to get
5th. Okay.
so season three and four kind of have the same flow to them.
Okay.
Season three, the Erina's grandfather gets like uh kicked out of his position. He gets voted out by the Council of 10 from being the headmaster of the school, and her father comes in and takes over and is like super strict about a lot of stuff and wants to change the entire way the school functions,
Okay.
and uh starts like kicking out uh all of like the students that won't follow his rules and his guidelines for like what he considers fine cuisine. And
Hmm.
so it becomes about battling like essentially this regime of uh what's a good way to put it, like I guess like corporate food versus
Like home
like
cooking.
actual, yeah,
Yeah.
instead of like actual inspired food.
Right.
And the so then it ends up being the big tournament during season 4 is all of the main cast, so
Nice.
Soma and Erina and all of those main characters on the good guy side versus the Council of 10.
Okay. That sounds good. I makes me want to
Yeah,
watch it. It's a fun
it's
show.
it's it's still fun.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just a fun time. Um. Glad you got your figures too. They're cool.
Yeah, they're not super expensive figures. These are they're called prize figures,
Yeah.
which just means that they're slightly lower quality. They're like $30 a piece if you got them retail. It'd
Yeah.
pay a little bit more than that, obviously, because they're kind of old.
Right.
You know, almost 10 years old at this point. 2017, I think, was when Food Wars started. So they would have been like 2017, 2018 figures. So not
Getting a little
exactly something you can
upcharge for
find.
that.
Yeah, a little bit of upcharge because they're a little bit older, and then shipping fees obviously ended up costing me like $80 to have them shipped from Japan. But like,
Nice.
it happens.
Yeah. Unfortunate, but that's just the way of things nowadays, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
All right.
Anyway,
Did you have anything else to say about Hikaru no Go? Or you
no.
already kind of wrapped it up, I think.
I don't think I would recommend it to anybody as like something to seek out and watch unless like if you like shonen storytelling, and you're looking for another one of those, and you're looking for something that's more like the mental battle between two characters rather than a physical conflict between two characters. That's what it ends up being. So like there it's very limited animation, and like the dramatic points will be like uh somebody gets like a glint in their eye and then places a stone down in a key place on the board, and then it like shines for a second, and then the other character will be like, Nani? uh yeah, it's fun. The English dub is fucking terrible. Don't watch it in English. I watched like 5 episodes in English because I was laying down and I didn't feel like reading subtitles, and it's fucking bad. It's real bad.
It's like you can tell they didn't get professionals in there. It's just kind of like whoever they could get type of feeling.
No, I think it's more that all the characters are children for the most
Okay.
part, so it's a bunch of like just high pitched, noisy children actors. It's
Yeah.
not good. Like just
Gotcha.
watch it in Japanese. It's great.
All right. I watched Sharknado, the whole series. Have you ever seen them?
Yeah, you did. I've seen the first one, and I said I know what these are about now.
Yeah. Let's see. I pulled up, I was pulling up my letterbox so I can kind of see where I was rating these because I did rate every single
Mhm.
one of these a bit. The best one is the third one, which
Okay.
was apparently, let's see what the plot. These all blend together. This one is
Yeah, they
somehow
do.
the
I'm sure.
tornado gets to like in the desert in LA, or yeah, and then there's like a tornado like everywhere in the entire world, and then yeah, it's the series is pretty bad, but we were like, why
Mhm.
not? It was one of those things where we impulse bought it from like the digital Apple because they had like because that's where we buy like our digital movies, and it was like $4 for all 6 of them. We're like, it's
Yeah. Okay.
$4, you know?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, we paid the $4, got it, and then we ended up watching them all, and they're all pretty bad, but um, they're fun. But it's just like the worst acting you've ever seen, some of the worst CG, and it's on purpose, and it's
Mhm.
always him somehow defeating tornadoes of sharks every single time, and it just gets
Yep.
more and more intense from there until the 6th episode or movie is a time travel fiasco where he has to go save all the Sharknadoes and all the timelines. So that one was just fun because the corny sets going back to like Revolutionary War and
Mhm.
cowboy times and all sorts of stuff. Very cheesy, and that was a lot of fun just seeing people like ham it up. They had, I don't remember the comedian's name, but he was in there as George Washington just making corny ass jokes, and it was actually pretty funny. That one was
Okay.
a pretty good time. Sometimes you just got to watch some bad movies. You just got
Yeah.
to, yeah. So, that was fun. It was a good time. We own it forever now, or until their digital library gets locked out for whatever reason in
Mhm.
10 or 15 years. But yeah. Uh, do you want me to talk about another one here real fast? I can.
No. I
No?
want to talk about DanDaDan.
Dan,
I,
do it.
you need to watch DanDaDan. It's so good.
I
Like
keep
this
hearing
is
good things
one.
about it.
It's so much fun. It's absolutely fucking ridiculous. So the general plot of this is that uh there are yokai and there
Mm-hmm.
are aliens, and they both exist, and now these kids have to fight against them.
Oh.
And uh this the main character, he gets possessed by the spirit of a yokai, and like her this yokai, her power is being able to run very fast. So when he takes on that yokai form, he's able to run incredibly fast. So like that's his only strength. His
Yeah.
literal only power is fast movement.
Okay.
And the crazy ways that battles play out, where him moving fast is the answer, and the ways that they're able to like interpret that are really really cool. And so each of the characters that keeps getting introduced, they end up getting possessed by a different yokai, and uh, end up taking on these different sorts of special powers. And then the main girl, she is a psychic, so she has actual like psychic abilities. And her grandmother, who looks like she's in her 30s, but is her grandmother apparently, um, is also a psychic. And yeah, it's really really good, man. It's really good.
It's on
Excuse me.
Netflix, right? That's where it's at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's on Netflix. I think it's on Hulu also.
Okay.
Like I think it's on probably everything at this point. But yeah, 2 seasons, 12 episodes apiece. Really fun, really fast watch. Like it's fast paced, so like you're gonna want to go from episode to episode. Like it keeps the momentum going. The character that they introduced at the end of the second season, I didn't like him very much. He's like the typical like fat anime nerd in anime,
Okay.
which is always kind of an annoying stereotype. And his yokai power is essentially that he can make a like Voltron robot happen, which
Ah,
is fun, but he's like super obsessed with mecha anime, so that's why his power is that. I'm led to believe that his character gets better from people who I've talked to who have read the manga, which I have not, so I can't say for sure. But I'm led to believe that his character gets better and is more interesting. But he's only in like the last couple of episodes of season 2.
okay.
Yeah, it's really good, man.
Okay.
Like it's getting a lot of praise for a reason.
For a reason,
So
yeah. Yeah. I keep hearing anytime I have a few buddies that I have a group text with that like, from like when I was mid 20s and, high school and stuff, from my
mhm.
hometown, and we are always talking about random stuff, and a couple of them in there keep bringing up DanDaDan, so I'm like, I need to do that. I need to watch that finally. So, yeah.
Yeah,
Glad you enjoyed it
pretty
though.
good.
Looks like it's really good. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
crazy animation too. Like really, really intense.
Oh, well, speaking of there we go. There's a good segue. I watched one battle after another with Leonardo DiCaprio. Have you seen any
Okay,
trailers for this or anything?
I have not. I didn't know he was in another movie.
Yeah, it's a Paul Thomas Anderson directed movie. It's so basically the premise of it is he is part of this anti-fascist movement in America in the 90s, and they have
Okay.
him and his girlfriend at the time have a baby, and then it like kind of jumps ahead to the future when there's like this big falling out with the resistance movement, and the military secret ops actually goes in and kills 90% of them.
hmm
And so this is him in the future with a 16-year-old daughter, and of course the military people find out that he's alive because he's been in hiding this whole time. So it's this just huge chase of him in like a robe, and then his daughter trying to get away from like this military police, and it's just really well done. It's a really good movie.
I think I actually saw the trailer for this when I went and saw Superman.
Yeah. So the trailer does set it up pretty good.
hmm
I heard a lot of praise for this one. People were like, "Oh, it's like one of the best movies I've seen in years," and this and that. And I'll be honest, like this movie fucking rules. Like the
Yeah.
acting is really good. There's some awesome chase scenes in it. There's some really good just general action, and just really like good monologues, and people just Benicio del Toro's in this, and he's like just like
hmm
the best like side character in a movie I've seen in a long time. He just like every time he's on screen, you're like, damn, that dude's cool as hell. Like he's like basically he's kind of like the leader of this like extended arm of the resistance, but he's never stopped. He's been helping people get over the border and stuff for years and years, and just seek refuge. So, and so he's just like that really like kind of like kind like I'm gonna save the day type of guy, and he does. So
Right.
it's really cool. Yeah, I recommend this one a lot. it was an awesome movie. Just really like it's of the times too, anti-fascist movements and fuck authority and
Mhm.
all that stuff. That's never gonna age, but it's just nice right now. It felt really good, and it's like one of those movies that just makes you feel like really really good. Like there's good people out there type of feeling. So yeah,
Right.
yeah, good times.
I always get him mixed up with Paul W.S. Anderson whenever
Yeah,
either of their names are mentioned, which like they make such different movies.
you're right. But yeah, dude, it's a long movie. It's like 2 hours and 50 minutes. But I was like, you see a runtime like that, you're like, okay, hopefully it's good. It was like one of those ones. It played so well that I didn't even
Mhm.
notice the runtime. That's like I would watch another
Yeah.
2 or 3 hours of that because it was just so good.
Yeah, with a runtime like that, you're either in for a extremely good, compelling movie or the most boring slog you've ever sat through.
Yeah, and
There's like
it's
no in between.
yeah. This one's the former. This one's like very compelling, very well told. It's actually goes at a really fast clip. Like the story just moves and moves and moves, and like that's the probably the key to the movie to make it feel not so long. It's just like yeah, it was like 3 hours just zoomed by. So really good.
Mhm. Awesome. I watched Zootopia 2. We actually just went and saw this yesterday.
Nice.
And yeah, it was pretty good. It's uh we talked about this briefly before
Hmm.
we started recording, Josh, but what are your thoughts about the first Zootopia movie?
I think it's good for what it is. I enjoy it when I watch it, but I'm not usually seeking it out. It's like somebody else wants to watch it and I'll watch it, type of thing.
Mhm.
But I like it. It's good.
Yeah. That's I kind of feel the same way. My girlfriend wanted to go see the second one cuz it is her birthday uh today actually, but she had to work today. So, we went to go see it yesterday and yeah, I feel about the same about this one as I did about the first one. There's nothing surprising about this movie at all. Like,
Okay.
you know that everything's going to work out in the end, and everything does. You know that the good guys are going to be the good guys, and you can see the plot twist coming when the plot twist ends up happening. It's not a surprise at all. Um, yeah, it's more of the same. What I do like about this movie is it actually expands on the world of Zootopia a little bit, and it explains what is outside of like their city and
Oh, that's cool.
how there's other animals that you didn't see in the first Zootopia. So it explains where all the uh like water animals are. So like they go to this whole swamp area and there's like a whole bunch of walruses and dolphins and sea lions and things like that. And then you end up meeting a bunch of reptiles and they're not allowed in the main city at the start of the movie, and that's kind of the whole plot is dealing with the reptiles and them trying to prove their innocence because um it was like the main antagonist of the movie is a lynx who is supposedly the founder of Zootopia, like the whole city, but it turns out he's not the founder of the city, that he stole those plans from somebody else.
Hmm.
And that somebody else was a reptile,
Okay.
specifically a snake. And that's why there's a snake on the cover of the movie poster.
So is it kind of like is it like a commentary on immigration? It sounds like it a little bit.
Maybe a little yeah, maybe a little bit of that.
It is a kids
I
movie
didn't
though, so I'm not expecting
yeah.
it to have any super deep subject matter like that. But yeah.
Yeah, no. I would say that the thing that is the most unrealistic is that the wealthy billionaire gets sent to prison at the end of the movie.
Right. That's
Um,
ideal
that
worlds, right?
yeah. If only the wealthy billionaires that commit crimes could actually be sent to prison.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Mm-hmm.
But no, apparently not. Not in this country, at least.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'll watch that when it comes to Disney Plus. That's usually what we do with
Yeah.
a lot of those movies. So
Yeah,
definitely
totally fair.
I'll check it out
I
when it's there.
I don't think there's any reason to actually go to the theater for it.
We
Like
were
I
gonna
wouldn't
go.
have.
We were gonna go see Wicked 2. We just didn't go. That was one
Mhm.
we were. But we both were kind of not feeling great last weekend, so
Right.
we're just like, we'll just stay home. It's fine.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't blame you. Better to not go out when you're sick.
Yeah, be that nice guy. You know,
Yeah.
I actually wear my mask when I'm sick. Like a nice person should do. But
Yeah.
it is what it is.
Yep.
I think I only have one movie left, and you have a couple. If you want to list another one of yours here.
Uh I'll just go ahead and talk about both of them because they're both horror movies. I
Okay.
rewatched Killer Clowns from Outer Space. I love that movie. It's got some awesome practical effects. Like all the clowns are so weird and creepy. Like their masks are so great. I
Yeah,
love them. And it's just a fun movie.
it's a
It's
classic.
stupid
Yeah.
and it's a little ridiculous, but yeah, it's absolutely a classic. I really really like it. And then uh our friend Jay was doing a screening of a movie called The Boneyard on Discord. And this is a movie from the early 90s, and this movie is made by, I don't remember his name, but he was the guy who did all the special effects for The Thing. He's done special effects work in Hollywood for years and years and years. He decided to make his own movie called The Boneyard, and it's about these like child zombies that come back. And then like infect some other people. And the effects in this movie are really good, as you would expect from the guy who did the effects for The Thing.
Yeah, that's
The
awesome.
movie itself is just kind of okay. It's really slow. Like it's got like 30 to 45 minutes of setup before the actual like creature feature starts. Completely unnecessary. Not enough deaths also. Like some of the main characters really should die. But instead, like the four main characters end up escaping alive, which also kind of sucks. Like and
Yeah.
they had plenty of opportunities to kill off some of them too, and then just like plot contrived, oh no, they're actually still alive. Hooray.
Mm-hmm.
But I had a good time with it. I thought it was really fun. And the creature effects are really good. That's the reason you watch this movie. You watch it for the
Yeah.
effects.
Yeah. Because I mean, the pedigree's there, right? So
Yep.
yeah. Oh, did you want to talk about weapons, or do you want to save that till the last here?
Oh yeah, we can talk about weapons. I had texted you and I said, hey, do you want to do a weapon spoiler chat? And after I've sat with that movie for a little while, I don't know how much like spoiler chat we need to really get into. Like
Yeah.
I liked it. I really liked it. I thought it was really good. But I don't know, I don't really know what to say about it. Like it was just a fun movie,
Yeah. It's a
right?
fun time, and I think the plot, the way it unveils itself, is a little. I thought it was like a little madcap, like you know what I mean, a little like zany, the way everything
Mhm.
kind of played out at the end. But it kind of suits the movie, so I can't complain
Yeah.
too much about it. It would be really out of place in a different movie, the way they reveal everything in this one. But I like it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I did think it was interesting how they like switch perspectives to different characters at different parts of the movie. I thought that
Yeah.
was a really interesting touch.
Yeah.
And that might be the more interesting thing about this movie. It's just the way that the story plays out. In
Yeah.
terms of like in terms of the cinematography and the way that they shot it, you
It's
know?
very well thought out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you ever see his other Krieger's other movie, Barbarian? Have you seen
I
that
have
yet?
not.
You should watch it.
No.
You should watch Barbarian. You'd have a good time with it.
Yeah.
It's not the exact same type of movie, but you can see his like already in these two movies, he has a specific eye, and you can see that eye in that movie too. And that has the same thing where it's just there's just some kind of crazy wacky thing that happens, and it like
Mhm.
fits the movie, and it's really cool. So yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, I'm looking forward to see what he does next.
I
Cuz
think he's
like
doing a Resident Evil movie next.
perfect. Love it.
Yeah, so he's actually filming it right now, I think. So
Awesome.
we'll probably see
Right
that in a
now
year or
as we
two.
speak.
Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't know, but we'll probably see that in the next year. I don't know if it's supposed to come out next year or the year after, but in the next couple years we'll see that one. So
Yeah, we'll see. I'm more than happy to watch more Resident Evil movies. I don't need them to be the games.
um,
I wish the Netflix show would have gotten a second season because I thought it was really fun.
yeah, he already said that he's going to do his own original characters and storylines that are in the universe. And like, of course, he might reference some stuff, but they're
Mhm.
not going to be like Leon's not just going to show up one day. That's not his
Right.
purpose of this. It's just going to be him making his own story in that world. So I think that's going to be cool. So
Yeah. Great. Perfect. Love it.
and then I had
What?
one last movie, or do you want to talk, or do you want to jump into?
No, you can talk about your last movie.
Okay, I wanted to mention this movie because it's fun. It's a funny movie. It's what's his name? Doctor Strange guy, and that one comedian. I should have
Benedict
this.
Cumberbatch.
Benedict Cumberbatch. Yeah, I was trying to think of who the lady is. Let's see. I have it right here. Olivia Colman. You know who she is? All right. If you see a picture of her, you'll be like, that lady. Yeah, she's like a British character actor. So the whole thing about this movie is it's kind of it's a comedy. It's really well done. Dry humor type comedy.
Mm-hmm.
They are in a long-term relationship, and you kind of see their relationship go from he's an architect and he has a crazy falling out with his company because one of his buildings collapses, and
Okay.
she becomes like a popular chef, and she ends up devoting most of her time to like work, and then he ends up being the family man, and then there's like this like back and forth dynamic. Will they stay together? Won't they stay together? And it just gets more and more ridiculous, and they start like fucking with each other like more and more throughout the entire movie. It's just one of those where the movie starts kind of small, the humor's there. It's kind of, oh, this is normal, but the more you watch, the more insane like the things that happen in this movie that they're doing to each other. It kind of gives that do you ever watch that movie Mouse Hunt, where it's like this kind of madcap, like, oh, we're running after each other, there's a bunch of shit going on. It's that, but with like a relationship. It's like just insanity. It goes from like, they're like yelling at each other to like just like fucking with each other's lives. Like they have like a smart house situation going on, and he
Mhm.
locks his wife into a room with loud polka playing until she goes to sleep. Why not? Stuff like that. It's just a lot of fun.
Right.
Very funny acting in it, and the jokes landed. It was one of those ones where we both were just like, wow, that movie was surprisingly good. It was just like one we randomly saw, on a service or something. So yeah, good times. It's
Right.
called The Roses.
Interesting. All right. Uh, yeah, I know Olivia Colman from like uh she's been in some like period pieces and
Yeah.
whatnot.
She's
So
like more of a
that's what.
serious actor, but in this,
Mhm.
she's actually really funny. Like she has some comedic chop. I think that usually goes both ways. If you're a good dramatic actor, you usually can do good comedy. If you're a good comedic actor, you usually can do good drama. Like I feel like
Yeah.
both they're like two different sides of the same coin, right? I feel like
Yeah.
that usually ends up happening. So, but yeah, and they're both funny. Benedict Cumberbatch is just like he's just a curmudgeon, like kind of like a angry dude in this whole movie,
Mhm.
but he plays it really well. It's just fun. It's not it's like a popcorn movie. I'll probably forget about it in a year, but when I watched it, it was just a really good. Like it's kind of similar to what movie we were talking about earlier, the Without a Paddle, where it's like, yeah,
Mhm.
this is really fun to watch. You'll get some laughs, but it's probably not going to be your favorite movie of all time or anything like that. So. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Awesome. Perfect. I love it. I think we watched some good stuff this time
Yeah, some good
for the most
variety.
part.
Except for
Yeah.
Sharknado.
And Osiris.
Yeah. Or the Materialists, which I just thought was boring. I mean, there's hot people in it
Yeah.
doing hot people things, but that only goes so far,
Yeah. It's unfortunate, but I mean, it does happen. You can't appreciate the good things unless you watch some bad things.
Yeah, and it's sometimes you just take a shot because you're like, oh, I like the people in it. Let's just try this movie.
Mm-hmm.
My partner liked that movie more than me, but I was just like, this is kind of boring. But it is what it
Right.
is.
That does happen. It does happen. Should we get into the main topic?
You want to take a break?
I would like to take a break.
Okay, let's take a break.
All right, I'll be right back.
Same. You're gonna be like, I hated this movie, Josh. What's your problem?
Oh, you know that's not true. You absolutely know that's not true. I feel like you took everything that I've talked about on this podcast so far and said, let me find a movie that specifically Chris will love and just drill it right into his brain.
That's good. Okay. I figured that's what it would be. Yeah, if you want to, we can talk about the main topic. We're already into it here.
Yeah, Michelle Yeoh is fantastic. Have you seen many of her movies?
I feel like I've seen her in stuff, but I can't really pick it out. If I look at a list of her cinematography, probably a few.
The one that you would probably know her the best for, and the one that I know her from, or the one that I first found her from, was Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon.
Oh yeah.
Which just, God, that's such a beautiful fucking movie. I love it. It's so good. But we're not here to talk about that. Everything Everywhere All at Once is a movie that is impossible for me to talk about because I don't know how the fuck to talk about this movie, man. Like,
it's everything.
That's my only problem is that, like, I have no idea how I'm supposed to talk about that movie on this podcast because, like, I can't break it down scene for scene because it wouldn't make any sense.
It's basically they have. I told you before the show, but I rewatched this too, just because I know the story is just out there, and so it's like if we're gonna talk about the game, I almost said the movie. And get into the like plot details, it needs to be somewhat fresh in my mind. So I watched this like early last week or something. It still holds up. I love this movie. It's so good. Like, it hits you in the emotions. It has amazing action. The acting is top notch. Great monologues. Great writing. Great directing. Like 75,000 sets because they kind of have to, and it's crazy how many different sets they have just to make the different shots. It's insane. Different camera styles, different like letterbox styles depending on like time periods and settings they're in, and it's just really like, even like what I noticed this time is when they do like the hot dog fingers area, they really light it kind of like a romantic comedy. Like it's more like like bubbly lighting, like more bluish tints and stuff, you know. Anyway, it's a great movie. There's just so much to it though.
Yeah. I don't know where to start with this one, man. Like I genuinely, I watched it, I finished watching it, and I was like, I don't know how the fuck to talk about this.
Right.
Like, I genuinely don't. Like, it is a wonderful, fantastic movie. Everything you said is 100% spot on. But like, if you try and break it down to just its plot, it completely does a disservice to what the movie is doing.
Right.
Right? But if you don't talk about the plot, then anything else that we say is going to make no sense at all.
So the basic, if you want to break it down, it's basically a family story of trying to see different sides of people and who they are, I guess. Like if you want to do like a themes, right? Something like that. Yeah,
trying to break generational gaps and
like, and then that love is, and then love is like eternal, which is another big theme. You know, like doesn't matter what universe the two main characters are in, they still end up falling in some type of love, or at least appreciate each other. You know, so
fuck, man,
I'm at a loss for words.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm at a loss for words. Let me just talk about a couple things that I really liked. I've never seen a movie where somebody beats somebody to death with a dildo before. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a good time.
Um, I've never seen a movie where people are fighting over a butt plug before. That was fun.
Yeah, and then they get the butt plugs in and still fight.
Uh
Yep.
huh. So Michelle Yeoh's character, she like finds a timeline where she learns like pinky kung fu,
Yeah.
and I don't know if you realize this, but she hits a couple of guys, and then she does like a one inch punch with just her pinky against this one guy
Yeah.
and knocks him up into the air. And when she hits him into the air, it's the sound effect is from Smash Brothers with Ness's bat
Oh,
when you
was
hit
it?
a
I didn't
home
even
run.
notice that. That's
um,
amazing.
and like it's little touches like that where it's like this is just a great fucking movie.
Yeah, it's and then like every fight scene, there's not the thing about this movie. You think that it's like nonstop action when you think back, but there's not that much action. There's only like maybe four big fights in this movie or something like that,
Mhm.
four or five, and the rest of it is just amazing acting and like just like the whole rock scene. How brave is that to have a whole scene where there's no talking, just subtitles
Mhm.
and two rocks talking to each other, and it's just
Yeah.
it is amazing.
Yeah. Um I don't know another movie that could have pulled that off.
No, I mean,
Well, actually, I do. I do know another movie that does kind of pull that off. Not
hmm,
quite in the same way, but does pull off something similar, and that would be Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah.
But Hitchhikers is a very, very special book and a very special movie.
Hmm.
So I think it's allowed to get away with something like that and turn people into sofas.
Yeah. It's
um,
just so the thing about this movie, it came out when Multiverse of Madness came out, and
mhm.
everyone's like, this movie out Multiverse of Madness, and yeah, it does. If you've ever seen that
Yeah,
one, yeah. So
I have not. It's the best multiverse movie I've ever seen
yeah.
for sure. I think it surpasses. I mean, basically anything else that contains multiverses. I can't think of another story that is quite as impactful as this one. That is a multiverse story. You know?
No, I don't think there is one. I mean, there's like they do a lot of cool things with multiverse, like especially in the comic book movies and stuff, but it's like not on
Mhm.
this level, like at all.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I don't know what else to say about this movie, Josh.
It's one you'll probably revisit though. Sounds like you really enjoyed it at least.
Oh, absolutely. I will watch this again. This will be like a yearly watch for me at this point.
Yeah. It's a it's I was surprised you hadn't seen it because like when we're talking and I kind of get your to know your taste more and more as we keep doing the show.
Mhm.
I'm like this how have you not seen this movie? This is such a movie that you would love specifically. It has like so many
Yeah.
things you like in it. Like it has a kung fu movie. It has just like a little bit of anime influence. It has like it has just that kind of weird, quirky humor you like in some of the stuff that you like. And I just
Mhm.
thought that, yeah, I'm glad you liked it.
Yeah. Um. Yeah. I loved it. Absolutely loved it. I cannot say enough good things about it. I don't know. I keep coming back to the same phrase. Like I don't know how to talk about it on a podcast because like it's just a movie that you have to watch. Like it's just a much watch. It's a must watch movie.
Yeah, and it's like
But
you spoil
it's
stuff in
in.
this movie. It doesn't makes it sound less good than it is because it's really there's so many like weird parts to it. Like you talked about fighting with a dildo and stuff. It's like
Uh-huh.
yeah, it has that corny like that little cheesy humor in there, and it's a fun fight scene. But like it's just part of like the whole package. It's like funny and touching and has great everything's amazing about this movie. I can't really think of too
Mhm.
many negatives from rewatching it.
I need to. There was something I meant to look up before we started recording, so you may have to cut a little bit of silence out. Um,
Maybe just let it
James
ride.
Hong, the guy who plays uh the grandfather.
Yeah.
He was the guy who he's in Big Trouble Little China. He
Okay.
plays the old guy, the old the main bad guy,
Oh,
the
it's the
one
same
who's
guy.
looking for the girl. Yeah, that's the same guy. I
Oh, wow.
recognized his voice, and I meant to look it up before we started recording, but it sounded like him and it looked like him. But he, in that movie, he's got the long beard and
Yeah.
the Fu Manchu going on. He's been in a lot of stuff. He was in Kung Fu Panda and Balls of Fury and all kinds of
Honestly,
other stuff.
I could see Big Trouble in Everything Everywhere All at Once being kind of in the same camp in a
A
lot of
little bit,
respects.
yeah.
Yeah, there's some of
Yeah.
that feeling to it at times. It's basically they took a little like injection of Big Trouble inside that movie, There's just a little bit of that weird craziness in there from that.
Yeah.
But you could tell it's inspired by like 1,000 things, but that they pay like respects to everything. They try to, homage in it. I love the
Oh,
fight
yeah.
scenes with like her just like manipulating reality to like have anything. It's just you never know what's gonna happen, which makes the
Yep.
fight scenes just so much more insane.
Yeah. Yeah, totally. The fact that the general, like, it's not even the MacGuffin, but like the main point is that there's an everything bagel.
That's
But it
literally
has
everything.
Yeah, it's literally everything at every point in time. It's such a goofy idea, but it works so well.
Yeah, it did. And then you look into it and you just see everything at the same time, and you can become one with everything, like her daughter does. It's just so cool. It's good. I'm glad you enjoyed it though. I figured you would like it, but I was kind of like whenever you watch it, I was like, hopefully he likes this. This seems like something that would be up his alley. So I'm glad you dug it.
Yeah. Yeah, one of my favorite movies I've watched this year.
Awesome.
Easily. Loved it.
Awesome.
Absolutely loved it. Like I said, it's gonna be something that I didn't end up buying it. Like I couldn't find it locally. I looked at a couple stores where I normally go and buy DVDs from. Nobody had a copy of it on either DVD or Blu-ray, so I couldn't buy it. So I ended up just renting it off Google Play. So it was like $3 or whatever to rent it off of there and watch it that way, which was fine. Like, whatever. Like, it's $3. Who fucking cares? I was gonna buy the damn thing anyway without having ever seen it before. So
it's probably one you want to buy. Get a physical version.
Yeah. So I'll get a nice Blu-ray. I'll put it on the shelf. I'll watch all the special features. I'll watch like director's commentary and all that because I'm the weirdo. That's part of why I love collecting physical media is because I want to watch all that stuff. I want to see the behind the scenes. You don't get that on the streaming services. That's why I'm not like I like that they're convenient, but I like having
there's some like craft missing there. Like that takes that like a classic Blu-ray or DVD has with all that extra stuff on it. Yeah.
And you don't get. I mean, just kind of in general, we don't get like the weird, crazy menus anymore, where like they did like crazy CG and like you click on a thing and it zooms to a different scene. You don't get that kind of stuff anymore. Not normally.
It's all
there was
low
a craft
effort nowadays.
Yeah.
It'd be
just
AI.
plain menus. Yeah.
They would just Gen AI it now, like, and it would look like shit, and everybody would be like fine with it because that's where we're at now. But anyway, we watched. You told me to watch Surf's Up.
Yeah,
it was good. It's a cute movie.
Yeah, not amazing or anything, but it's a fun kids movie.
No, it's honestly like I'm surprised I haven't seen it, and it had a good it had a very predictable plot. Like you go, okay, so it's basically you have the main kid goes to like basically Hawaii in this, I guess it's Hawaii or somewhere around there, some tropical island, and is in a surf competition based off this old surfer dude. What's his name? Z.
Yep.
Just Z, I think.
Z.
Yep.
Just
Z or
Z.
Zeke. And then there's a guy they meet named Zeke, who looks somewhat specifically like this guy named Z. It's like, oh, okay,
Except
I see where they go. Yeah, except he's fatter. Yeah. And then of course
played by Jeff Bridges.
Jeff Bridges. And then we have the main actor is Shia LaBeouf, which
Yep, Shia LaBeouf.
instantly clock that as soon as he started talking because he just has a very
Uh-huh.
specific voice. It has a bunch of random cameos and characters in there, like different actors. But
Oh yeah.
yeah. Um,
All yeah, I talked about that a little bit when I made my recommendation. Like just the cast of this movie is insane. Like they got
surprisingly
so many
stacked.
yeah.
You know,
Yeah, surprisingly stacked.
it reminds me of that movie Shark Tale. Did you ever see? It has the same
Yeah.
kind of same energy, not really, but like has like it's kind of like one of those other CG movies that's not Pixar that came out around early Pixar, and then they have a bunch of randomly famous people in it. So that's the same exact thing almost.
Yeah.
When it comes to that. Yeah, I really enjoyed they did a mockumentary style because I think it is like came out maybe around when The Office started getting popular and stuff like that. So like it's like they have talking heads and they're talking and interviewing each other throughout the whole movie and kind of telling the story of this kid who's basically a surfing prodigy, and of course everybody's penguins and
Yep.
anthropomorphic characters. So
Yeah. What'd you think of the main bad guy?
he's just
Uh
like dumb brute guy. I forget his name.
yeah.
Oh, is that
Tank.
yeah, he's the guy from Office Space. Is like two chicks at one time, dude.
Yeah.
It's the same actor. What's his name?
Yep.
Vader.
Dietrich. Yep,
Dietrich
Dietrich
Bader.
Bader.
Yeah, that guy. He's the bad guy in this, and he's just like yeah, I'm the best ever. And then he basically it's insinuated that he sleeps with his trophies,
Trophies.
or at least
Uh-huh.
makes out with them and like has intimate times with them.
Yeah.
So just very conceited, very dumb brood. And then of course they end up saving him at the end, and he doesn't win the surfing competition at the end. But it's not about that because the surfing competition was a farce anyway. It's just about having a good times and found family and loving
Yep.
each other and being best friends.
Hey, there's waves on the other side of the island. Let's go surf.
Yeah, exactly. So, and it has a nice message. It's like that. Don't put too much pressure on yourself. It's one of those kids movies that's just nice. It's a good time. I'd watch it again.
Yeah. Yeah, it's chill, it's fun. I think it's animated quite well for being not Pixar and not Disney, you
Yeah.
know. Um the water, like they did some serious tech to make those waves look like real waves.
Yeah, it looked good, and
But
then they had like really nice like skybox or whatever, make good lighting too. Like when he's like in the tube and it's like a bunch of light shining through. It looked pretty. Looked nice.
yeah. Yeah, Chicken Joe is like the best character.
Yeah, he wins, but he doesn't even know he's in a competition. He's like, bro, I'm just surfing. I'm just out here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's like the most spaced out dude. Like I've met dudes like that who are just like so high all the time, they're just spaced. And it's just
Yeah.
like, oh, I don't know what's going on. Like, sure, yeah, let's just do the thing, man. All right.
Yeah. I'm here with it. I'm along for the ride type of thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, dude, it was fun. It's a good recommendation because I like stuff like that. It's just like it's very light, very you know, I like it's one of those ones where if I see it on like in a random like queue in a couple years, I'll probably click on it and watch it again. Because
Right.
it's just a fun time.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't, like I said, I don't think it's like it is one of my favorite kids movies. I will say,
Yeah.
like, it's one that I find myself going back to and rewatching quite a bit, like every couple of years or whatever. Like more often than other movies from around that period of time, like Nemo or
Yeah.
even Shrek. Like I'll go back to this one instead of some of those other movies.
Yeah.
And I think it's just because it is fun, and it's kind of quickly paced, and
Yeah. It's short.
uh
It's not nothing
yeah.
too bad. It's just like it's there. It's just a really solid little kids movie. Nothing wrong about it. Nothing great about it. It's just kind of like, yeah, it's good. It's like yeah.
Mhm.
It, The movie from that time period I usually gravitate towards is Monsters Inc. I really like Monsters Inc. Or Incredibles, actually. Incredibles is really good too.
Yeah, those are both really good. I really do like Monsters Inc. Monsters Inc. is a lot of fun.
Yeah. I almost want to go back and rewatch all the Pixar movies. It's been a while.
Yeah. Yeah, I know I haven't watched a lot of them for a while. Incredibles is really good. I like that one quite a lot.
It's
But
a
like I
better
haven't gone.
Fantastic Four movie than the Fantastic Four movie that just came out.
Yeah, yeah, I bet it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
I still haven't watched that.
It's
I
good. It's not bad. Yeah.
Right. I feel like it seems that the impression is that that's like the best example of the Fantastic Four that has been made so far.
Hmm.
And it's so crazy to me that like the Fantastic Four are so important. Like Reed Richards is so important in comic book storylines
Yeah.
that they've never been able to get it right,
I think
for the movie cinematic universe.
I think they got it right on this one. I just want to see what they do next because it's a lot
Mhm.
of setup for this one. But I still enjoyed it. It's good.
But yeah, Surf's Up. I mean,
Surf's Up.
it's surfing penguins.
Yeah.
Like that's
It's a
that's
good
what
vibe.
it is.
It's a nice good vibes movie. Like it's just like you throw it on, have a good time, and you're out an hour and 25 minutes, and you have a smile on your face. That type
Oh,
of
how about
movie.
that soundtrack, by the way? Just like
Oh yeah,
the
just
most
random Green Day in
2000s.
there. It starts with like Green Day Longview or something. It's like
Uh-huh.
okay, like this is so random, and then some pop punk thrown in there, a little bit of
Oh
ska.
yeah.
Yeah, yep,
Yeah.
good times.
It's very 2000s pop punk. Just you've heard these songs. They're good. Like,
Yeah,
fuck
it's
it.
like
Why
my
not?
playlist, basically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. I like pop punk. I don't listen to it quite as much as like the heavier stuff. Like I'll go and I'll listen to like Attack Attack and A Day to Remember and like
Oh
the
yeah,
Browning and
yeah.
Make Them Suffer and stuff like that. More than I'll go and listen to like Sum 41 but like I
Or
still
like
love Sum 41,
yeah.
Paramore and Blink 182.
I
You
listen to
know,
all that shit. That's like my stuff. I listen to all that all the time. Still,
got Flogging Molly on my
there you
beer
go.
can right now.
There you go.
We went to a flogging. I got that at a Flogging Molly concert, and we went there to the show. And my girlfriend was like, "I didn't realize they were so old." And I'm like, "They've been famous for like 30 years.
Yeah,
That
they've
they
been
were in like
famous since we were like kids. Yeah.
yeah, like they've been doing this a long time. Yeah, they're like in their 60s now, and they still killed it. Like that was a really really fun show. The thing that I thought was really fun about that show, completely off topic, was they brought a bunch of like lesser known punk bands with them to play
Nice.
as their openers, and I absolutely love when bigger name bands bring bands that they like that they think are talented on tour with them who aren't quite known yet because it's such a good boost for those younger bands. Like you have to have those older guys being able to help propel you forward, right?
Right.
Like that's kind of what it's about, at least to me. And they're one of those bands that really tries to push that agenda, and which is
Hmm.
great. I love it. Like I want to see what's new. I want to see the new bands that are coming around, you know. Um,
Yeah.
yeah. Anyway, Surf's Up's a good time. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. It's solid. It was fun. You can't go wrong with something like that. So yeah.
Yeah.
There's a sequel. I didn't watch it though. I know there's a second one. It didn't look
I've
as
never
good.
seen this. I've
There
never
is
seen the
one.
second one, so
It
I don't
exists.
know if it's. I bet it's bad. That would be that would be my guess.
Yeah.
Um, there is a video game also. It's basically like a Tony Hawk game. It's like 3 hours. You have to play through a bunch of stages and just do tricks and score enough points to move on to the next stage. It's a perfectly okay video game.
It's just like it's just a surfing game, like a simple one.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
It's a surfing game where you do tricks and score
Okay.
points by doing tricks. Like, yeah, it's fine.
I miss those eras of the random video game tie-in movies that are just like, oh,
Right.
like I don't know who plays these, but they're just good enough to beat games,
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes they'll get surprised. There's some good ones out there.
Yeah, I'll say that it's not a bad video game.
Mm-hmm.
It's also not gonna like blow you away. Like I know that my taste in games is maybe a little lesser than what some people might like in some ways. Like I like a lot of like I don't care if a game is glitchy, you know.
Yeah,
I don't care about bugs. I like there's a lot of things that I will completely overlook in a video game and be like, yeah, but it was still fun to play. Where other people will just be like, yeah, but it wasn't like the next Grand Theft Auto or Ghosts of whatever.
whatever. Yeah,
Yeah, Yotai or Tsushima or
Tsushima.
whichever ghost they wanna, or it's not the next Call of Duty, but we both like indie games, so I think we're a little bit more uh
Forgiving.
willing to put up forgiving and willing to put up with a game that some people might consider a little lesser, you know?
Yeah, but usually there's at least something good about the game. You end up finding
Yeah,
the good in even the worst games usually. So
absolutely.
yeah,
Absolutely.
same with movies and shows. So
Yep.
all right, yeah,
Um yeah, if you don't have anything else to talk about with Surf's Up, I think we can move on to recommendations.
and I think I'm good. I say if someone's interested in just like have a random kids comedy, you'll have a good time with that movie. It was good. So
Yeah.
yeah, all
All
right.
right.
I know what I'm recommending to you, but if you who wants to go first? Do you want me to go first, or do you want to go first? What do you think?
You can go ahead and go first. I want to know what you want me to watch.
Okay, so it's Christmas. It's December coming up.
Mhm.
There
Yep.
is a movie that we have a yearly tradition and watch every single year. It's on Netflix. It's an animated movie called Klaus or Klaus, 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 and it's a Santa Claus movie. And the reason I want you to watch this is I think it's the best modern. This is my comment on it. I think it's the best modern Christmas movie, like period. Like in the last 20
Okay.
years, like probably. So, um,
Okay.
basically the premise is it follows this kid. He's kind of an entitled rich guy. Goes to like this like shack island to become the best mailman ever. That's like his dad's goal for him because the dad owns the post service, and ends up that's how kind of how Santa Claus gets started. And it's like the beginning origin story of Santa Claus. I'm not explaining it super well, but it's a little more interesting than that. The animation style is all hand drawn 2D animated, and it's just beautiful. It looks like the best version of that you'll ever see. Great
Okay.
soundtrack. J.K. Simmons plays Santa Claus, so there's really good voice acting in it. It's just a really awesome movie. It puts you in the Christmas spirit. Yeah, we watch it every Christmas now, so that's how good it is.
Okay. Uh, Give me just a second.
Oh yeah, and then my partner Sarah said if you want for bonus credit to watch Violent Night, which is with David Harbour, if you want to. And I was like, I'll tell Chris just for you. So
I've been meaning to watch Violent Night.
it's a fun movie.
So,
You seen the trailer, you know what it is, but it's fun. So if you want to watch it, there you go.
yeah. It's supposed to isn't it like supposed to be a remake of Silent Night, Bloody Night?
Uh, I think
The
somewhat.
slasher from the 80s,
Yeah.
which is a fun slasher movie even if it is kind of corny and cheesy. I think that's the right name, right? I am thinking of the right movie.
No, I think you're thinking of something else. This is the one with David Harbour, I
No,
think.
I know the one with David Harbour.
Yeah.
Um Silent Night, Bloody Night is that's 1972. That's older than I thought it was.
I don't have. Is that more of this one's more like just a comedy action like beat 'em, just action movie more than
Okay,
anything.
Silent Night, Bloody Night is just like a Christmas slasher movie
No, this one's
from
more
the
just
70s.
this one's a comedy. Like he's like a funny Santa Claus beating people up, basically.
Okay. Okay,
Yeah.
so it's not a remake of this.
No,
I thought
no.
it was gonna be. I might rewatch Silent Night, Bloody Night because I don't think I've watched that since I was like a teenager in high school. So that's a pretty good slasher. That is not what I'm recommending you though. I will I will definitely watch Violet Night. Oh, just because I remember that movie came out a few years ago. And I was like, oh, I should really watch that, and then I just didn't.
Yeah, it's just a fun movie. I was like, I'll mention it to them, and they're like, no, you don't have to. I'm like, no, I will. That's fine. So
Okay.
yeah.
So for my recommendation, um, I I had a hard time coming up with something that I felt like was fitting for the holiday season, but I think I found something that is both something that I enjoy and also is fitting for the season. And the reason I say that is because I don't really watch a whole lot of Christmas movies.
Okay.
So like I
Yeah, that's
I,
fair.
I didn't have like some random, you know, Christmas movie to recommend you that I didn't think you had already seen. We had talked in the past about like the Santa Claus with Tim Allen,
Yeah.
and
Or like,
that
just like they're all the normal like Franken
yeah,
Bass movie.
Grinch
Yeah,
and
yeah.
and
Mhm.
and all of that. Like
Yeah.
Nightmare Before Christmas. I know you've seen it. Like
A
I
million
don't need to be
times. Yeah.
recommending. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. So instead I'm going with something that's a little bit more just winter themed and
That's
not
fair.
exactly based on Christmas, and as actually has nothing to do with Christmas at all. Um and I'm sending you back into the anime hole, Josh.
Okay, that's fine.
I want you to watch Yuri on Ice.
Oh, I've heard of this before. This is the figure skating one, right?
Uh-huh.
How long is it? Like a show or like just a movie? It's a show, right?
It's a show. It's
Okay,
12 episodes.
12 episodes.
It's
Okay.
it's either all on Netflix or Hulu, one of those two. I don't remember which.
Oh, so it's just 12 episodes and that's it, and then it's
12
over.
episodes and that's it.
Oh, I can do that. Okay, cool.
I want you to watch all 12 episodes. It's just it's about ice skating and it's about love.
I'm down. Sounds good. Yeah. So basically, I'm sending you on a. I have a Christmas movie you haven't seen. I thought about another one. I don't know if you've seen this one, but I'm not giving it to you. Obviously, it's the Legends of the Guardians. Have you seen that one?
Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was like, you've probably seen that. It's not. I don't know. It's an okay movie. That was the other one I was thinking
Yeah,
about. Yeah.
fine.
Yeah, it's not bad. And I was thinking, okay, well, we watch Klaus every year, and I think it's really really good. Like, it's kind of like I said, like a modern classic to me.
Mhm.
So it's only on Netflix. That's the only place it is. There's no physical version of that movie. I've looked because I'm like, I would like to own that because we like it so much and we watch it every year. What if it gets
Mhm.
removed from Netflix one day? We'd be screwed. But
Yeah.
oh well, yeah. Anyway, all right. Is that
I
the
think
show?
I think that's a show.
Okay, that's a short for us for this show for sure. Hour and 50, hour and 40.
Yeah, hour 40. That is a little short. I think I think it's because our main topic, our recommendations this episode, there's not I think we just didn't have as much to say about either of them
Right. Yeah, and
as we normally
like it's like everything everywhere. That movie is like, yeah, go watch it. Like it's hard to like give it like more than that. Like it's so
do.
good.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then yeah.
Yeah, and we could have dove a little bit more into the plot of Surf's Up, but like at the it's a kids comedy movie about surfing
Yeah.
with penguins. Like
Yeah,
there's
it's
some
it.
fun characters, there's some fun bits, but at the end of the day it's just a fun movie.
Yeah, it's a
So,
fun movie and it's just about like I said, found family and finding your place in the world, which is
mhm.
most animated movies is that. But yeah, it's a good one of those for sure.
Yep. All
All right.
right. I think that'll do it. We will be back in a month
Yeah.
with Klaus and Violent Night, and you'll be watching Yuri on Ice.
Yeah. That's gonna be a good time. I honestly think that'll be a fun discussion both ways because I want to see what you think of that movie because we build it up a lot, we love it,
Mhm.
but maybe you'll just be like, oh, that was a fine Christmas movie. Yeah, because it seems like you're kind of like average on Christmas movies anyway. You're like they're fine, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
yeah.
But I like animation.
No,
So,
this animation is like, dude, it's so. I don't know how they make it look so good. It's like some of the best, like, it's high budget, like really pretty, like 2D. Like they could be making movies like this all the time, but they always do CG now. So that's a complaint of mine, but it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah, I understand.
Yeah. Yeah, it is what it is. Yeah. All right. Well, do you want to plug our stuff? I guess we can.
Yeah, might as well. Do you want to go ahead? You're already talking.
Okay. You can find the show. You can send us stuff. We have a Blue Sky, which is the Monthly Mishap. You can go over there and follow us. You can send us an email, the monthlymishap@gmail.com, and we haven't got one yet, so be the first emailer into the show. That'd be fun. And then you can find myself at Josh Leslie on Blue Sky, and my other podcast is the Indie Quest podcast, which is every other week podcast about indie games. Check that out.
Yep. If you also want to get a hold of us, you can leave a comment on the YouTube version of the show.
That's true. Yeah.
We will read the comments as well. So if you got something to say to us, leave us a comment over there. And you can find me. My other podcast is The Trash Station, where it's also a bi-weekly podcast where me and my co-host Max talk about whatever video games we've been playing, which are usually random video games you've never heard of before.
It's true.
Good times.
It's good times. Well, unless it's like last episode when you guys were talking about Outer Worlds and other games that other people have heard of. It happens.
Yeah. It does happen from time to time. Last episode was like I was playing Outer Worlds, and that's all I played. And Max played that new Donkey Kong Country clone. And that's all he played, basically. Yeah, Windswept.
Yeah.
So sometimes we play the games that are new and relevant. Sometimes we don't. Actually, most of the time we don't. Next episode, I'll be talking about the Sega CD again, so that's always fun.
I like hearing about it because I'll probably never play much Sega CD in my life. So.
Man, I didn't think I was gonna ever play the Sega CD, and then I started doing these streams where I have a wheel of, it's basically a randomizer for every Sega CD game that's been released, and I just spin the wheel while I'm streaming, which you can find me streaming at twitch.tv/scotchandhobbies when I feel like doing it, and so I'll spin the wheel and just play whatever it tells me to play for. I don't know. It depends on the game.
However long you want to play it. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Some games I'll pop them in and I'll be like, this is fucking garbage within 5 minutes, and I'll turn it off and play something else. And other games I'll sit there and be like, I'm actually really digging this, and play it for like an hour.
Yeah.
So it's all up in the air. What ends up happening with that, but there are always fun streams when I do it. So
you just use like an emulator for that, like a big.
I have an EverDrive for the Sega Genesis.
There you go.
And so with the EverDrive, you don't actually need the Sega CD attachment to be able to put in discs or anything.
Oh, nice.
Because it doesn't take any extra RAM. Or at least I don't think so. Because I think the Sega CD itself is it's just like the disc reader, and then everything else is processed through the normal Genesis, except for the sound. The sound is CD audio, obviously, but like that can emulate that, no problem. The only problem with the EverDrive is that I can't play 32X games without a Sega 32X. And I don't have the Mushroom 32X to plop on top of my Genesis, and they're like $200 now, so I'm probably not gonna buy a 32X.
Such a crazy time. They're just trying so many things out. All right. Well, thanks for listening, and then we'll see you in the new year. We're gonna do. Do you want to tell everyone we're doing like a top 10 for the year?
Oh, probably? Yeah. So next episode, we will be doing a top 10
things we watched.
Things we watched throughout the year. So they may be things that we've talked about on the podcast. They may be things that we didn't talk about on the podcast because they could be from before we started this show. But top 10 things that we watched throughout the year. We may end up having some honorable mentions in there as well. But it's the goal is to talk about 10 things that are 10 new things, not things that we've watched before in the past. So,
yep. Yeah, like, so it could be an old movie, but it's the first time I watched it this year, type of thing.
Yep, exactly.
Yeah. All right, awesome.
So, that should be a good time.
Yeah. Well, we'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.
See you next time.